Hello, peoples. This is Good Natured Kitty back for another Thursday vlog. Last week I did it on a Wednesday because I wasn't sure how I'd feel that Thursday because I was going to be getting a root canal, my very first one. Didn't go too bad. Um, I'll here do. I'll see it. It's way back there. The two that I had worked on, like the one right in front of the wisdom tooth. So it was a two-part process. They worked on it a week from this Wednesday, and then they worked on it again on this Wednesday. And they told me that the worst was over with the first one, but I feel like the second one was worse because they had this funny little thing. It was kind of it was like warm and it like makes smoke, and I was like scared the whole time they were working on me with it. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my gums burned or something. Crazy, but yeah. So glad those parts are over, but I'll still need to get it crowned. Did learn something interesting from the whole of it because see, the doctor had originally prescribed me some antibiotics to take beforehand. I was weary about taking them. I'm always weary about antibiotics. And so, like, I didn't take it at that point. And, my gums were still okay when he went to work on them. Not too badly infected or anything. Not too badly infected. But anyway, um, as he's working on it, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, I got to thinking that maybe I should take antibiotics because you never know, like with him having something like drilling into my gums and everything, it could cause an infection. So I went and got myself some antibiotics. The prescription he had just prescribed me. Blech, can't talk today. And I took as many as, well, the first pill I began to notice something. Like my skin was like starting to become inflamed and a little warm and everything. Second pill, all out breakout on my face. Like my rosacea just went nuts. I I had like pustules everywhere and I was just bright red and I was like pretty pissed. My skin felt like it was on fire and it was itching all at the same time. I just kept trying to soothe it as much as I can. I put my little roller on. It's got like a mixture of tea tree and jojoba oil. I kept like putting it on my face, trying to get it to like calm down. It's better today. Like it took a little while for it to calm down. It took a few days, and um, here's like one of my scars from the whole thing, from my battle. I don't know. It's crazy. So rosacea, my rosacea does not like antibiotics. Apparently, I don't know. I guess I must be allergic to antibiotics. And it made me realize when I had strep throat, the same thing had happened. Like my face had gotten all broken out, and I thought it was because I was running a fever. But now I'm thinking it might be because I was taking antibiotics for that. So, um, sucks. But anyway, um, other than that, I also ended up not feeling good, but I think that was from allergies. As soon as that allergy season is creeping up, and so it's been leaving me a little congested and stuff. Um, and so, whatever the case, on my goals, I didn't do as much art this week as I usually do, but I did get a painting done. I had I had told in the last vlog I talked about how I was gonna do a project to where I'd roll on 6 different art styles. 6 color combinations sort of thing. You know, like warm water, cool colors, warm colors, cool colors, complementary, stuff like that. And I'd roll on a subject. And so I rolled surreal, warm colors, and rose, or flower, I mean. And so I've been working on it, and this is what I've gotten at this point. It's not perfect. It kind of goes with the subject. And it's more to have fun than for it to look like really awesome or anything. Yeah, it's not so much something to where I just needed to take it too seriously. I'm just having fun trying to express my creativity and stuff. I'm thinking this week I'm going to work with Impressionism because I got to looking at some of my old art this week actually, and just looking at what I seem to have the most fun doing, what I did the best at, and stuff like that. I feel like at this point I just want to experiment and try different things and just see what comes up. I want to keep practicing my art to get better in a lot of things, and then I want to decide eventually what style I want to go with, because it's important that we artists choose a style to go by, because that way people can look and say, hey, I know who did that one, you know, so our art can be unique. But anyway, as far as the exercise has been going, I've been doing more of that than the art, I would say, but mostly it's been just walking home. Yesterday I went crazy and did some upper leg and some arm exercises, because I got thinking I wanna work up this part, the tear duct thing here, and I like to tighten up this. So embarrassing to show you, but yeah. So I'm gonna work on some of that type of exercises some and try to. And with the legs, I like to have tighter thighs too. So yeah, exercise wasn't too bad this week. And then the junk box, it's starting to get full, but mainly because one of the things I stuck in there was a pillow that we don't need. It is getting harder and harder to find things to put in there. A couple of things that I want to put in there, I have to find a couple things to it first. Although I could probably put them in regardless, it helped to have those pieces. Like there's certain pieces that went to it. They're basically old headphones we used to use. We need this thingy, the microphone to it, and they can be, sorry. They can be hooked up to a cord and everything, but I wouldn't mind finding the thing the USB thing, thingamajig, because they can be wireless too. But we'll see how that goes. I might just throw them in regardless. And my youngest kitten is going nuts. Where are you? Hello, Matt. Oh, there you are. Anyway, so it's getting still a little itchy. I feel like the probiotics help a lot with my rosacea though. But anyway, I'm coming back to my goals. So discussing junk boxes. Once I get that one full though, I'll be down to one more box to fill. And I think that's going to be the funnest of all, because I'm really going to have to stop being picky and just go for things that I really don't need in this house. You know, there's a lot of things that I'm just holding on to, and I know deep inside that I don't need them. But there's this part of me that says, but what if, you know, like candle holders, I can always buy more candle holders. They're not expensive, and I don't burn candles too often, but I got candle holders, and you know, there's a thing with the vases too. I got a couple of vases. I don't think I want to get rid of them though, but I don't normally get bouquets of flowers. Might be nice to keep in case I do though. I don't know. I just things like that. I keep thinking back and forth, like, do I really need this? But what if I do need it? What if I do want to use it? And I think we do that a lot. In our, like, most people, like, they'll say, but what if I am gonna need that eventually? And they'll kind of keep it aside. You can always buy it again, but it's kind of nice to have it on hand, maybe. But I don't know. Just things like that. I've got to really determine how badly I need some of this stuff, because I want to have a less cluttered life. I want to have less stuff. I want it to be easier if ever I have to move to, like, just pack up my stuff and go. I don't want to feel like everything's too complicated. You know, I even sometimes think that maybe someday I'd like to travel, or just have a real small house, like a tiny house almost. Um, Tiny house might not work for me though, because there's certain pieces of furniture that I'm really attached to, because some of it's from my dad, he made them, and some's from my grandma. So it's like, but I like to keep my life simple and stuff, and just having less stuff is a way to do that, right? The more stuff you have, the more attached you become, and the more complicated things get, I think. So this is definitely a good thing for me to try to learn to let go of things. I didn't think 5 boxes would be that much of a fuss for me. I thought 5 boxes would be simple, but it's getting to where I'm really having to be a little more honest with myself. Do I really need this? Am I really going to use it? And sometimes even my honesty doesn't work, and I still hold on to it. But anyway, I'll eventually have to let go of a lot of things. I'm gonna do some extra laundry probably Sunday. I was gonna do it today, but I got another dentist appointment to get my teeth cleaned, and there's something else I wanted to do. I can't remember. Not sure how that works. But anyway, other goals. Well, I'm still reading the verses. Yeah, my goals have basically been to read my verse book each day, donate 5 boxes worth of stuff, or get rid of 5 boxes of stuff. Um, Shoot, I feel. Oh yeah, work on my art so that someday I can get it into an art fair. Someday this year. I'm a little out of it. And to go down on pants sizes by exercise and eating right and stuff like that. Anyway, um, so yeah, I'm glad I have my exercise ball at least. It makes it a little more fun to do some of these exercises. I find that yoga can be a little less strenuous and stuff. Some of the exercises I do, it just takes a lot out of me, but I think it's a good thing to push my limits. Oh, but my legs hurt today. My legs really hurt. So I know I did a lot on that. I might want to do more arm stuff, because my arms don't hurt as bad as my legs. So I need an even amount of hurtness. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, not a lot else to say today. I thought there'd be more to say because it's been a very insane week, like with allergies going wild and with the root canals. They're not quite as painful as people make them out to be, but I guess they're more painful if you have an infection going on. With me, there wasn't too bad of an infection, so it wasn't quite so bad. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, next week I'm hoping to be able to show you maybe an impressionist painting. I don't know if I'll be doing it on the paper like I did with this one. It's not the best, I know. I messed up on a lot of areas, but I was having fun with it. I'm going to be a little more serious with Impressionist. I want to continue to work on my drawing abilities. Use that How to Draw What You See book even to try and improve. And I was trying another fun little activity. I don't think it turned out too well. I don't know. I need to work on the concept a little more. But where you do like scribbles and then you try to make it into art, looks kind of silly, doesn't it? But I might try playing with the idea a little more to see if I could get the concept down. Maybe I'll look at how other people have done it because I know some people made some really cool works of art out of scribbles. Maybe I need to make the scribbles smaller and then try to work around it to incorporate it. Or maybe I need to think more on the terms of details. I don't know. I might still try it just for fun because it seems like a fun concept. Just I might try challenges with myself every now and again. Scribble art being one. Just try silly things just to really increase my creativity because that's the thing I want to do the most is really just increase my level of creativity. One other thing I do want to say is I want to be a little more disciplined this week. I kept being lenient with myself this week because of my root canal and I was in a little bit of pain yesterday, more so than last week, even though last week was supposed to be the worst of it. I feel like yesterday was worse. And plus just not feeling good with my sinuses. But I want to get back on track and I'm going to try breathing exercises to try to center myself so I stay focused so I'm not constantly watching things on YouTube and I was doing a little bit of stuff on Netflix, but none of it really stuck. None of it I wanted to continue to watch. I want to go back to really monitoring my time with all that stuff. Because I want to put more time back into my art. Nothing much to say on the exercise. I'm going to continue to do as I'm doing now because I feel like I'm doing good on the exercise. I want to get my bike fixed. Lucas and I both want to get our bikes fixed. As a matter of fact, he needs to get new tires and a new tube, and I need new brakes. So we'll probably do that when the tax return comes in. Which I never know when that will be, so hopefully soon. But other than that, I'm just going to keep on track with just about everything else. I'm going to keep doing one item per day in the junk box. Hopefully some days will be more. I did a pretty good amount on Sunday itself. And I might look at some more of the artwork that I did in the past because I have another thing that I didn't look through. The one that I did look through, I should probably show you guys some of the art I saw in there because it was like back all the way to my junior high years, and some of it's just goofy, but it at the same time, like, I took my art seriously even back then. In fact, it'd be to the point where I'd actually throw fits if it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But yeah, but I still look back on it and I could see all the things that I did wrong and how goofy it really was. But back then, that was a pretty good place to be with my art, I guess. And I got one more bit I'm gonna look through for some of my old artwork, and just gonna work on impressionism and try to see how I do. I'm gonna do like ladies in fancy gowns and stuff like that, because I love drawing and painting women. They're just I love like elegant women. Um, One of my favorite elegant women is actually Audrey Hepburn. I think she's very elegant. So yeah, so I'll do some impressionism. Maybe I'll even do one of her. Who knows? But um, I thank you guys for watching though, and I will see you next Thursday. I'll let you know how I'm doing with the impressionism, if it's something I want to stick to, and maybe any other challenges that I do. Maybe I'll show you if it's not too embarrassing and goofy looking. Might even show you some of my old artwork, maybe. But thank you once again, and goodbye.